Hi, we're doing a OnlyFans Q&A. I'm just gonna be going through the comments on my last video. I'm just doing the top comments and yeah, we'll just see how this goes. I didn't really read them before this second right here. So the first one I'm seeing is, I'm glad you found something that you love and affords you the life you want, but I'm curious, do you see yourself doing this long term? If not, what would you like to do down the road? Great question, thanks for asking. No, I don't think I'll do this long term. I'll do it for as long as possible, of course. I will just milk this shit out of this job for as long as possible. But no, I don't think it's gonna be long term. What do I wanna do down the road? I don't know. The options are honestly endless. I love creating. I love creating, but I'm really bad at getting my content out there and like being businessy. Yeah, that's what I'm bad at, the businessy part of it. But I'm working on it right now. I'm like making merchandise and stuff like that. And then honestly, I love a lot of things. I could do whatever, but I'm not concerned about it right now. But yeah, to answer that question, I don't think it's gonna be long term, but I will do it for as long as possible, if that makes sense. Cool. All right, that's just a nice comment. There's so many nice comments on this video, so thank you very much for all of that. It's just like a lot of love and support, and that's just super heartwarming. I don't know. I love that we're all just being kind humans, you know? Love that. Let me find another question. Oh, they're just nice comments. Fuck, hold on. I mean, this is good, but let me find a nice question. I would love to have a video. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was hoping you could talk about when you dropped your sub price and all the crazies came out of nowhere. Can you do a quick video on that? So yeah, I dropped my subscription price from $20 to $8 because, well, Jesus. Well, we're not gonna go into that actually, but it ended up like I got a lot more people who just came in. I guess you would call them like the cheapos. They just expected a lot more of me and like were just very demanding, very demeaning, very angry people who came in at the $8 sub price. And I found that when I raised my prices to 20, like, yes, I have less subscribers, but the people are so much nicer and they like appreciate me and I think they value my content more. And I'm able to pay more attention to them because there are less people. Like, I feel like I'm able to actually talk to them more. What was the actual question here? Can you do a quick video on that? So yeah, that was pretty much, that explains that, right? Thank you for being so candid. Also, we all know these jobs can't last forever. So are you investing? If so, do you have any tips on that? Oh, I do not have, I don't know much about investing, but I do have a financial advisor who takes care of my money. So I put different percentages in different area. I say he does it all. I don't know what he's doing. I know I trust him and I know that he's taking care of me and he knows, like, we talk, me and my financial advisor, and like, you know, the risk factor of this kind of job, like being on social media, is very high. Like, this could all be gone in a week. I mean, I don't think it will be gone in a week, but like, we've planned for that. Like, if suddenly I stop making money completely today, we have a plan for that. Like, I'll be okay. Again, I don't think that's gonna happen, but yeah. What was the question? Are you investing? Yes. I always ramble. And I should add in this, like, I don't think while I talk. I just talk. And I don't plan things out. It's just improv conversation. I'm curious how your eating disorder has impacted your job on OnlyFans. What has that been like with you? What has that been like for you? Honestly, like, I think it's been neutral. It's been very neutral. People are super nice on OnlyFans, super accepting, very validating. So I've never experienced like pressure to be anything else because honestly, everyone's just so accepting. At least for me, I don't know what it's like on other people's OnlyFans, of course, but for me, it's been really good, and I think it's been very neutral. So like my eating disorder and my recovery comes down to me. I don't think OnlyFans has much to do with it, to be completely honest. But obviously that would be different for every single individual. So I can only speak for myself with all of this. I can only speak for myself. Find another question. I feel like we're doing a live, which is kind of fun. Can you tell us roughly how much you're making now? I know you've been so open before, so I don't know if you would be now or not. I'm not going to share how much I'm making now. I think that's a really odd question to ask someone. I get why someone would ask me that. So like, you know, when people ask me like, how much are you making? What's your income? How many subscribers do you have? Blah, blah, blah. I get it. Like I never get angry at those questions because I have been so open. But I think, you know, it's a boundary that I have. It's honestly none of anyone's business. You would never ask like a person what their income is. Like nobody, I think that's a little bit weird how that works, but it is a thing and I do have that boundary. So yeah, none of your business. But thanks for the question, of course. Like all questions are open here. I will answer every single one I come across to the best of my ability or to my boundaries, if that makes sense. I take good care of myself with that. Find another question. Okay, if something happens to OF, what kind of things do you think you might do for a living? So we kind of touched on this before, but I think I want to like create. I love drawing. I've been working on prints and merchandise, and I did that before OnlyFans. Like I would go do signs for weddings. I did signs for restaurants. I did wedding invitations. I did all that kind of stuff. And then also like I could always just like start waitressing or bartending. Like I love waitressing. I don't know. Like I think I always figure it out no matter what. I've never been concerned. I mean, no, of course I've been concerned at points, but like at this point in my life, I have very few concerns about my future. I just know that if I'm living authentically, if I'm doing the best I can, then the universe will just take care of me. So that's just how I like to live, and that's how I choose to live. So I'm not concerned. I'll figure it out. And of course, OnlyFans is a fickle thing, as is anything. You know, you could ask that about anyone's job. Like, what are you gonna do when your job's gone? Like, anyone's job could just be gone like that. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing's for sure. And that's okay. That's just how life is. There's just a lot of nice comments. I thought there were so many more questions. I feel like I'm not seeing them. Did you notice a difference in anything, income, conversations, general vibe when you went from brunette to blonde? Oh, I remember reading this question. This is an interesting one. No, actually, I haven't. I think I've noticed a difference in my own confidence for sure. I feel like a lot more confident as a blonde. Personally, like I just feel prettier. And I feel like that helps me feel more confident. But like as far as other people, how they treat me, I have not noticed a difference. Yeah, not noticed. Everyone's just really kind to me, honestly. Like I'm so grateful. Everyone's just super, super nice. Okay, I'm interested in OnlyFans and I want to do it. Can you give me tips on what it even entails? So it entails whatever you want it to entail. Like you can do literally whatever you want on there. You can just do art. Like you can just show your art. You can do videos just talking. It does not have to be sexual in nature. And I know, I haven't like read about this, but I know OnlyFans is kind of like shifting they're shifting into a different type of, I don't know what they're doing actually. People just DM me shit and I like see it and I'm like, But whatever, like you can do literally whatever you want. I think majority of OnlyFans is sexual in nature. I'm not sure why, it's just like how it is. I don't know if it started that way. I don't know the origin of OnlyFans. But yeah, like for me, I only post what I'm comfortable with. I don't push myself beyond that because like that's just not something I want to do. So I post the pictures I want to post. I post the videos I want to post. If I want to post less, I'll post less. If I want to post more, I'll post more. Like it's very whatever you want it to be. And people will subscribe to see what that is that you put out there. So yeah, I hope that kind of answered that. I don't know. Okay, I would be super interested to know how things are going legally, etc. in the USA when you are self-employed like that. In France, it's complicated. We pay a lot of taxes and contributions. And yes, I feel you to overshare. I do the same and people are shocked sometimes. Yeah. I overshare like crazy. As far as taxes go, yeah, I pay taxes. There's all that shit. It's a real job. So I have all that money like set aside already, and I pay quarterly, like I've estimated what I will owe by the end of the year, and I've set that aside with my financial advisor. It's a lot. It is a lot, especially in California. It's insane. And like, it makes me angry for sure, because I'm just like, whoa, like literally half my income gone. But it's just how it is if you want to be legal and not go to jail. I'm not trying to go to jail. So yeah, taxes are wild. But it's just that's how it works. So it's fine. It's literally so fine. Can you tell us how your life has been moving into the apartment? So to keep this more focused on OnlyFans, I'll kind of shift this into how has OnlyFans been in my apartment. So much easier. So much easier. Like, it's so easy to create my own content here. It's just, I can't even describe like how grateful I am to have this space. When I was living in my car, it was a struggle. Like, it was really hard to make content. I remember I was getting a lot of hotels towards the end because it made it a lot easier to make content. But yeah, having my own apartment has been awesome. And then as far as like, not in regards to OnlyFans, my mental health has been fucking fantastic, because I've been able to like make routines and shit and like actually get, I don't know, even just like the food aspect. Like, I can make my own food. I have a full-size fridge and I can keep all my food in there. I can go shopping. Like, this was the best decision I could have made. Like, van life was honestly really hard for me at that time. And I was not in a good like mental spot. I wasn't in a good spot with like anything. So like adding van life on top of that is just so unstructured. It was really, really hard for me. So yeah, moving into an apartment, good shit. Also makes my job a lot easier. I'd love to hear how much you've made so far, or what you make in a month. Already answered that. I'm not gonna say it's like an inappropriate question, because all questions are allowed. So like, it's fine. Like I said earlier, I'm very open, so I understand why someone would ask that question. But it is like this. Like, why are we asking that question? I don't know. Do you think it's weird? Am I the only one who thinks it's weird? Like, you wouldn't ask someone that, right? Maybe you would. I don't know. Whatevs. How do you go about telling the new people in your life you've been dating about your OnlyFans, and what type of reaction have you gotten? This is a good question. Generally, I tell them when I first meet someone, they ask what I do. I say I do social media. And they're like, oh, cool. Like, what do you mean? And I say I do content creation. And I say I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I usually show them because I'm proud. I'll be like 1.2 million on TikTok, and they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. And it's like a conversation. We have a whole conversation about like, how'd you start, whatever. And then I'm like, well, it just naturally flows. Sometimes I won't tell them about the OnlyFans right away, depending on how I feel about the person, because, people have all their assumptions and you have no idea. But also, if I told someone I had an OnlyFans and they were like, yeah, like they had like a bad reaction, I would take that as a blessing, because at least now I know, like, all right, there's no second date here, or like, cool, like that's how you feel about it. Awesome. A lot of people don't like OnlyFans or that kind of job. So it's fine. Like, now I know not to hang out with you again. It's cool. So yeah, but that hasn't been the reaction. Generally, I tell people and they're like, oh my God, that's awesome. I know I have a friend who does it, or that's cool. Like, good for you. Like, the reaction has been really positive. Few people have been like, I can help you out. Like, I can help you take pictures, whatever. I think they're just trying to see me naked, but like, it's been super positive. Awesome reactions. Haven't had a bad one since, although I'm sure as I continue dating, like, there's gonna be I have a date tonight, so we'll see. But again, I might not even tell them. So I don't know. But I'm generally like really honest about it. The only reason I wouldn't tell them is because like to protect myself, and then also like I would want to get to know them a little bit more. Have you found it difficult to date? Has been disclosing your job been taking a while? Oh, I just answered that. Cool. You should start a podcast. I could listen to you talk all day. Aw, that's sweet, because I could talk all day. Actually, no, my voice starts to hurt after a while. But that's really sweet of you to say. Like, I appreciate that. Did you notice a change in requests people were asking of you? When did they go to the extreme? I think generally, like, after people have been subscribed for a month, they start asking for more. Because, like, I create the same kind of content. Like, there's only so much you can do. I mean, really, let's be real. There's only so much you can do. And, like, eventually I do think I will start collabing with people once I like get to that mental spot, and, you know, I'd have to find someone I'm comfortable with. But, like, otherwise, like, I create I take artsy photos, I take videos, and, you know, I do things I'm comfortable with. So usually, like, after a month, people are like, do this, do that. I want more. And I'm like, sorry, like, I'm not going to do that to myself. So, you know, they'll just unsubscribe, and that's fine. People, if they want to stay, they'll stay. I never, ever force anyone to stay. That'd be weird. So yeah, if they want to stay, they'll stay. If they want to go, they'll go. And that's how it goes. No big deal. If Hollywood ever came knocking and they wanted to, say, give you a television part or a show based on your life, would you be interested? Sure. I don't think I'd be good at it. I don't think I'm a good actor. I think I would be, like, actually atrocious. But I'm all for experiences. I always, you know that, what's that movie, like The Yes Man, whatever, he just says yes to everything? That's kind of how I feel. It's like, why not? Like, why not? You know, like, let's go. But again, I don't think I'd be good at it, so. I love it. You should absolutely avoid having a real job for as long as possible. They're highly overrated. Agreed. Agreed. I don't think I'll ever have a real job from this point on, honestly, if I can avoid it. Let's see, another question. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna answer that question. Do you have any plans for the future? Have you ever thought about going into professional photography? Yeah, I have plans for the future. I mean, nothing's set in stone. I like to live my life very much in the moment. OnlyFans is working for me right now. I have some other ideas, but we're in no rush. We're chilling. And then photography, yeah. I actually really love photography, and I could definitely see myself getting into it. I could see myself getting into anything in the photography, filming, artistic. I could see myself getting into any of that kind of stuff. I think it's a matter of me applying myself. I am very horrible at applying myself to things. I'm just so distracted. I spread myself really thin over so many, like, you know, I'm crocheting over here, I'm hand lettering here, I'm making YouTube videos here, TikToks there. Like, I'm just, someone needs to fucking, like, hit me in the face and be like, focus on something, hone in your skill on something. I guess I have to do that for myself, huh? Question. Okay, can you, sorry for the pause. I'm not gonna edit this video, so I apologize for the pause. I'm reading, so I can't even talk while I'm doing this. Where's the question? Where's all the questions, dude? Okay, it may be strange because you're young, but do you think about retirement? Like, is there retirement from OF? No, there's no, like, benefits with OF, as far as I know. I don't think there's any. And retirement, yeah, I mean, I'm investing. I have investments in, like, short-term accounts, mid-term, and then long-term. So, but, like, I don't totally know what's going on. My financial advisor definitely knows what's going on. I don't. But he seems to be like, he's good. When I found I was nervous to find a financial advisor because it's like a big deal, you know? But thankfully I've been meeting a lot of new people around here, and everyone who lives here is like pretty fucking successful. So a lot of people have financial advisors. So it's pretty easy. Like I found someone I liked and trusted. They were successful, and I was like, who's your financial advisor, or do you have one that you recommend? And I very quickly found one that like has good recommendations, people trust him, and I'm like so grateful. Oh my God. So grateful. All right. Okay, I think we're done. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's another question. When you have to apply for something such as an apartment, a job, etc., what do you say your job is? So when I moved into this apartment, what are we at? 20 fucking minutes? How the fuck did we get here? I feel like I just started this video. Okay, so when I moved into my apartment, I said I'm self-employed, or I said I don't have a traditional job. I said I don't have a traditional job, but I can show you bank statements. And they were like, sure. So I just showed them my bank statements from the past 2 months, and I literally got approved in like 10 minutes. It was wild. They were like, oh, you're good. Yeah. Do you film on your phone or with a camera? Right now I'm filming with my camera, but I'll often film on my phone just because it's a lot easier to like film and upload. Because with this, I have to film, put the SD card into my computer, upload. There's just an extra step. I'm all for not having extra steps. I hate all the details. I am just so not a detail-oriented person. This is why I need like a manager or something. Someone to like fucking push me to do shit. Or to do shit for me. Would you ever consider going live on YouTube? Yeah, I would. I don't know who would come, but yeah, I would. How do we find you on OF? Let's end with this one. How do you find me on OF? You can go to my Instagram, and it's in my link tree. In my link tree. I could probably put my link tree in YouTube too, now that I think about it. Yeah, okay. So I'll put my link tree in YouTube. It's in Instagram. Oh my God, guys, guess what? First of all, excuse me, but someone paid me to burp on OnlyFans. And I was like, do you know you can find that for free, like everywhere? I burp on camera all the time, but they paid me to burp. All right, yeah, I think that's it. I see one more question, but it's the same as another one I answered. So awesome, I can't believe this is so long. I literally feel like I was talking for 2 minutes. I apologize. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I hope you're doing well. Next video. Oh yeah, feel free to leave suggestions for next video. I'm open to it all. Goodbye.